must I brother murder? I must be brother murder. I slay for you, my child.
Where are you, my darling buttercup? I see. You wanna play, huh? Is someone stalking their prey, waiting for the exact moment when I'm caught off guard? The right moment to pounce and plunge your fangs through my flesh. Suck my luscious lifeblood into your mouth and let it feed your body with life as it drains from mine. Wouldn't that be a thrill? You've taken so many already since you gave yourself to me, my love. You truly are a queen of the night, and all mortals who live within it are your livestock. How it should be. I'm so proud of you. Just one little thing, though, buttercup. You are indeed the queen. But I am the king, baby. Aww, why didn't I just let you pounce on me for once? I could, but I just couldn't control myself, my love. You were scrumptious before, when mortal, but now that you're an immortal beauty, I just can't keep my hands off of you. Wouldn't it be fun to let you overpower me sometimes? Sorry, buttercup, but I needed to give my baby a gentle reality check of who is at the top of the food chain. You didn't even see me disappear from down there. All of a sudden, I was just behind you, like I materialized. That is the power of breaking the blood seal, my love. I am what true vampires used to be before the pompous shadowcore filth brainwashed our people into turning their backs on the old ways of taking what is ours. We were not made to feed to survive. We were made to feed to ascend to the gods our creators fated us to be. You wish to know more? Well, of course you do, my love. My beautiful buttercup. Each heart that you drain dry of blood brings you closer to breaking your own seal. The bodies are piling up at your feet, but you must also fill your pretty head with knowledge, Buttercup. For it is wisdom that keeps us from sinking into oblivion. I will tell you more later. What? Didn't I call you out here on a dark, gloomy London night to hunt? You thirsty little thing. We will have all night for that. But as the sun goes down, it's date night. And I have a different lesson to teach you tonight. A true predator not only knows how to hunt within its territory, but also how to exist without hindrance amongst prey and amongst the enemy. Mystics have enemies, and we are enemies to them all. Many mystics coexist in accorded neutral territories. It's sickening to think that enemies would brush shoulders with each other for the sake of business. Those filthy dogs in the Alpha Claw and their scumbag leader made his fortune doing such a thing. Lord Nicholas refused to have the Red Fangs sign on to the Accords. Why would we align ourselves with every other race that are doomed to be nothing but slaves to us? Exactly, Buttercup. Or target practice. Accorded territories are useful to us, though, because it's a great way to sit amongst the enemy and learn their affairs. Some places are worth visiting. We may be the superior race, Buttercup, but we shouldn't forbid ourselves from some immortal life's greatest pleasures. I know you loved your coffee in your previous life, my love. Have you tried it now? It tastes disgusting. Well, perfect chance to teach you a little lesson then. Come with me, my precious Buttercup. There's a way you can still enjoy such simple pleasures. Let me take you to a wonderful place. It isn't accorded neutral territory, but it is loved by all the mystics. Plenty of enemies dwell there. It could be a perfect place to identify a juicy target for us tonight, amongst the careless whispers of the customers there. The cafe stays open late. Huh? Wouldn't such a place be closed right now? Well, the cafe stays open late for nocturnal mystics, and the coffee there is worth dying for a second time. Exactly, Buttercup. You already seem to approve. Even as vampire terrorists can enjoy the services that the inferior provide from time to time. Let's go. I have so much to teach you tonight, and there's just so much chaos to spread. Take my hand, my love. It's time to go.
Oh, hello! Welcome to Patricia's!
Table for two, please.
Oh, yes! Twinkle! We got two nice red suckers in the coolest rock and roll looking clothes. Please come and sit the bum-bums on the table over here. And JJ will be right back with the order sheet. The menu. Thank you.
See what I mean, my love? It is definitely an interesting place. Who was that? And how did he know what race we were? He's one of the staff here, and he seems to have a knack for knowing what everybody is. Strange old thing, right? He showed up shortly after that girl who works behind the counter a while back. Shortly after the night of that storm, in fact. You remember that, right? You want to know more? Then we better use our inside voices, baby. We are here to listen to others, not to have them listen to us. You remember how to do it, right? It's how we read things, communicate in public. That's right, baby. Focus on me. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Beautiful. We are so connected that telepathy is a cakewalk. Now to everyone else, it looks like we're simply sat in a cafe, enjoying each other's company. Well, really, we're scheming. So, a couple of years ago, there was a magical storm. Just before the fight with Lord Nicholas and the dirty alpha-clawed dogs. You remember the storm, right? You killed an entire house full of students amongst the chaos that night. Oh, of course you did, my wonderful little murder flower. But I was tasked that night by Lord Nicholas himself to seek out a demonic power that all of a sudden showed itself. I wasn't given much of a lowdown. Just go there and retrieve this demonic power source. Whole thing was a shit show. Myself and the Red Fangs found ourselves in an all-out blood brawl with Shadow Court assassins and some freakish warlocks that I'd never seen before. Even subjects of the Shield of Seraph were closing in. This power must have been special, since they were all just so thirsty for it. And then someone else showed up. Who? Well, Buttercup, all mystics tell stories of him, and they're all tales of fear. In fact, I don't feel too comfortable even talking about him to you by telepathy. He is a force of nature that even I fear. The Reaper of realities is what I know him as. And even the Red Fangs do not dare to cross him or risk facing his wrath. He could erase any of us from existence as easy as he could look in our direction. I was lucky to get out alive. I managed to dash away at the last moment. Thank the vampire god for blood magic, am I right? I got away the exact moment he ripped the life from everyone else on that battlefield. Lord Nicholas planned to scald me until I mentioned his name. We never spoke of it again after that. But ever since then, this little guy has worked here, and I somewhat sense that power on him. Huh? Then why don't we hunt him and drain him dry of whatever magic he has? Why? Indeed, Buttercup. Well, that's a great question. You see, Buttercup, the thing is...
Wow! Miss Lady, she was so pretty. Just loves your hair and your makeup. Wow! Miss Red Sugar Lady looks like a superstar. And Mr. Man is so pretty too. The Red Suckers are a power couple.
He's just too damn likable.
Oh, can they take an order, please?
Can we get 2 Moonbeam coffees, black?
Coming up. Check out the pretty Red Sugar Pura couple on 2 of the dirty Moonbeam waters. Choppies! Oh, sorry, Twinkle. Don't forget that doing the choppies is rude.
You see what I mean? Even I want to be nice to the guy. What? When we enslave all the mystics and have all the cattle in chains, he will be our personal pet. Whatever my Buttercup wants. The girl is also quite an interesting one. I can't make out what she is, but she ain't human. This place isn't even official neutral territory. But everyone comes here and treats it all the same. The owner has always shown great love and acceptance of mystics. And even to us Red Band Court. When the Alpha Dog gravely injured Lord Nicholas, the Red Fangs were being hunted by the filthy dog Betas, and my hands were full fighting their huntress. But Lord Nicholas told me that he found himself lying on the doorstep here, and the owner took him in and nursed his wounds. She told him that she doesn't care what race he was or what war he fights outside of these walls or who will. But within these walls, everyone is at peace. Ever since then, even our Lord has respected the place. I don't understand it myself. I mean, I like the place, But I don't know. I'd happily burn it to the ground than make a statement if needed. You know me too well, Buttercup.
Here is the 2 cups of dirty bean moon bean water with no cow juice. Please enjoy the slapsies.
Thanks, kid. What's up, Buttercup? You look nervous. You almost threw up the last time you drank coffee. If I remember correct, you were a murdering bitch with a taste for gore and sweet stuff, right? So you drank your coffee like you used to, all the sugar and cream. Well, then that explains it, my love. Remember when you used to complain that I drank my coffee black and it made me the disgusting one? Try it now. Go on. Let me see you wet those juicy, plump lips of yours. Ah. See? Good, right? Really fucking good. Told you. I've done this vampire thing for a long time, baby. Your whole body has changed. Vampire palates do not suit sweet things. The only thing our bodies actually crave and need to survive is blood. And to the uncultured palate, blood is metallic and bitter. Our entire genetic makeup is built to absorb and draw our magic power from the blood of our prey. So we naturally and instinctively crave it, lust for it. So to crave or enjoy sweet things would be detrimental to our survival. But pure black coffee, even the most murderous, evil creatures of the night can get behind that. We don't need it, but there are foods and drinks that we can enjoy in small amounts without being sick. Black coffee is certainly one of them. You see, I am a very picky man who only likes the finer things in a mortal life. Thus, my taste in impeccable women. And these beans are just spectacular. Only this place happens to sell these coffee beans. I scoped this place out after our Lord told me that they helped him, and the first time that coffee touched my lips, I was addicted. Of course, not as addictive as your lips, my love, when they first touched mine. Kissing you is like dying all over again. It simply takes my breath away. Can we get some of this coffee to take home? No, baby. Only this place sells it for now, and I enjoy its exclusivity. If you learn to make everything you like, then it loses its specialty. It's another excuse to visit here, I guess, as well. Although, the name of the coffee beans is pretentious as fuck. Moon Bean Coffee. What hipster, zodiac sign-loving moron invented that name? Only the worst mystics harbor love for the moon. Huh? What if it was made by the dogs? Don't even bother, baby. If that were the case, then no amount of vomiting would ever remove the sour taste from my mouth, and I would burn this place to the ground in an instant. Speaking of dogs, don't make a scene, my love, but focus on over there. Couple of dogs sat at the table. How can they not notice us, you say? That's a great question, Buttercup. Us Red Fangs have been experts in guerrilla tactics for decades. At one point, the Shadow Court released information on how to spot us amongst the crowd, and they used our nature against us. Law-abiding, filthy wannabe vampires get their blood either by drinking donated blood through an approved facility, or by a human who signs a legal contract of consent, and they can only take 2 pints per week. Absolute bullshit. The human needs to be sedated as well in order not to struggle and risk the fake-ass vampire from tearing their throats out in a frenzy. Shadow Court dying more often because they're corrupt motherfuckers that keep toys of their own and hunt on the sly whilst covering up with their endless pit of investments. Feeding leaves a scent. We Red Fangs gorge ourselves, so the smell of blood is much deeper and richer. The scent of feeding to the point of killing the prey leaves a far stronger scent. The adrenaline, the fear, the fight. It's how the werewolves within the Metropolitan Elite managed to sniff our people out. So you think these guys would be able to sniff us from a mile away, since you and I never stop feeding. Luckily, our great Lord Nicholas quickly solved that problem. Our uniforms, when you run your handle on the skull symbol, do it. Do you feel the thrum of its power? It's a powerful magic ward that was forged by our Lord Nicholas. It creates a sort of glamour that makes our aura seem like a normal, run-of-the-mill vampire boring fuck. The symbol itself is also glamoured as to not give our identity away. Clever, right? Can't gifted mystics see through it? I suppose anyone super suspicious can, but they need a focus. Affected predators rely on the complacency of their prey. People don't want to see life-threatening danger, and the ward exploits that fact. I suppose your big-time players would see right through it. But if we were close enough for them to see through it, the bloodshed would have already started at that point, so no glamour's necessary. So for now, Buttercup, we can just sit here smiling at each other, looking like a couple of basic bitch vamps on a romantic date. But we are really plotting our next massacre. Listen to the two dogs over there. They think they're so secretive. You can't hear them. Well, focus, my love, like you did to hear me, but in their direction. This shit is so easy once you get the hang of it. Blood magic skills are boss. That's it. Keep focusing.
Mate, that was a fucking great night.
I told you the Alpha knew how to throw a party.
What did he call it? The full mooty? Fucking brilliant. He made an absolute massacre. So like a fun night out. We fed so well. Was fantastic being able to hunt and eat like a Lycan should.
He's brutal, but he's got a sense of humour on him, ain't he? Told you the way of the Alpha's the true way for us Lycans. He's got his claws in so many points that he allowed his pet to slaughter and eat humans for a night and go back to working like normal citizens the next day. And the Metropolitan Elite are fuck all leads. No arrests at all.
I heard he don't deal with deserters too nicely though.
And why would he? We are at war. The Lycans need to find their way again. And there ain't no truer way than the way of the Alpha. When shit finally hits the fan again, the pack will be united and we will rule over the chaos with claw and tooth.
You definitely bought into that then.
Mate, it's the way. And even if you ain't a believer yet, you can't deny the Alpha is a cracking employer.
Oh, he pays well for as long as you work for him. Mess up and well, you don't want her to.
Don't talk of her. You know the law of the pack. She will either protect you from the shadows or butcher you from within them.
I know what I prefer, so what's the plan tonight?
AC Security are taking the door contract up for Eclipse nightclub. We're opening the doors in a few hours.
Yes, mate. That's a fucking big contract, that is.
I'm head doorman tonight. I need some muscle too. Are you in? 30 quid an hour, and you get the first pick of the stray meat.
Ah, stray meat. Making my stomach growl just thinking about it. Yeah, I'll work the doors with you tonight.
I don't even want to know what they mean by stray meat. Fucking disgusting alpha claw dogs. Hey, Buttercup, calm down, baby. Calm down. I know it would be so easy to just tear them apart right here, but we are patient hunters, and we will feed well tonight. The Eclipse nightclub once turned down the Red Fang's offer to buy it when Lord Nicholas wanted to create a club where we could feed in plain sight. Turns out the building was owned by the filth Alistair of the Shadow Court. Our Lord said that we just needed a good enough excuse. And baby, he gave me strict instructions that anything Alpha Claw related is fair fucking game. They're running security there tonight now. I think we should let the shareholders know that their customers are far from safe under their protection. Slaughtering the livestock inside and killing the Alpha Club bouncers will deal a blow to the Alpha's reputation. What do you say, my love? I'd get to teach you a new little trick while we gorge and slaughter. This is why I love you, baby. You've never been one that turned down a good murder. You finished your coffee. Good. The night waits us. Let's go play.
Bye-bye, pretty red superpower couple peoples. Have a lovely night. Thank you for drinking the bean water and Peehss with us.
See ya, kid. See what I mean? He's just too damn likable.